Life is full of work and stress. Parenting can be a mess. Being a woman is hard enough without adding on that extra stuff. We'll cover topics of every kind. Helpful resources we will find. We'll even drink a bottle of wine. Join us. It will be a real good time.
Hi, I'm
And I'm Nikki.
and welcome to Working Mom's Wine, where we drink wine or sometimes hard liquor because we're still in keto.
And whine about our crazy, busy, stressful working mom lives while trying to potty train our dogs.
You want to whine about that first?
I'm livid.
Nikki needs help. Drop all your tips.
So I have a dog. She's 1 year and 4 months old. And she is potty trained in that she doesn't potty in my house. And I trained her in my backyard. I have a fenced in backyard. It's a very small little square space. We just live in a condo, so it's nothing crazy big or anything. But she learned how to potty out there. She did it all through the winter in the snow, didn't phase her one bit. I had somebody house sit and she did it for them out in the snow, no problem. Spring came and suddenly she refuses to touch wet grass. Hates the rain, won't go in the backyard during the rain, but she'll go potty in the front yard. And she also started having this problem where if she held it for too long, she would start puking, and then the puking wouldn't stop, and then we'd be going to the vet for anti nausea medicine. So I was caving a lot and just walking her on a leash in the front yard, which I don't want to be doing for the rest of her existence because I have a fenced in backyard for a reason. But I was doing it in the rain to accommodate her.
How
And then I
dare
started
you?
doing it a little more because I liked going out in the sunshine and walking a little bit during my work day. That was kind of nice. But I realized the other day that I've only been doing the front yard for quite a while now to accommodate her preferences. And I was like, no, I want the dog to be able to go in the backyard and go to the bathroom. And for some reason she's like terrified. I can't even get her to set foot in the grass when it's dry and nothing is happening outside. Like no noises, no nothing. She freaked out when I moved all the furniture around out there, which isn't that much. It's a small yard with like a love seat and two chairs. She panicked when I scooted them around on the patio part of the backyard. And now she won't go out there at all. I'll even take like a high value treat and stand in the middle of the grass and like try to get her to come or touch, and she won't do it. She'll walk right up to the edge. She'll run all around like she's excited and trying to figure out how to do it, but it's like she's not allowed to step on the grass for some reason. So I'll pick her up and put her in the grass and she'll run right away from it.
That's so weird.
And so all day today, she has spent in the crate, only coming out to be put on a leash and taken to the backyard. And she has refused to potty since 7 a.m. this morning
That's
when I
great.
took her out front. So I'm like losing my mind. And just now, I had to go pick up Ari, and that takes a little over an hour. And I thought for sure when I get home, she's been in that crate for the longest stint today because I was going down there frequently and trying to let her out. Nope, refuses. I don't know what to do with this
Like,
dog.
what is going on? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. It's like you're doing everything that you can. The only other thing to try
I'm
would
doing
be
what all
to
the videos tell me to
literally
do.
The only other thing would be to literally like leave her out there, and I imagine she's gonna get too barky and you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, help.
And I've been feeling the pad in there to make sure, like the little cushion she sleeps on,
Oh
make sure she
yeah.
hasn't pottied in the crate.
Yeah.
She hasn't
That
puked either, but I don't know what the hell.
that's crazy.
Leave a comment if you have an idea other than
What
me paying
stubborn little dog.
$3,000 to board her with a trainer for a week.
And
I
then
can't
even
take
then,
it.
would it even help? That's crazy.
Apparently, if you do the boarding thing, depending on how many weeks and what you pay, they guarantee a certain number of skills, which include like come, sit, stay, place, front door behavior training,
Yeah.
and they like take them out into like Home Depot stores and train them and stuff,
Oh,
and they
wow.
teach them heel and all that stuff. So I thought, well, that might be what she needs, some intensive one-on-one
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
She's a very
Yeah, maybe.
smart dog, very active dog. She's just like stubborn as heck.
Oh, man. Well, how's your keto going?
It's going. I
Okay.
hate it. I hate it, but I've stayed under my carbs every day. I haven't had any cheats.
Mm.
I haven't really lost more weight yet. I'm still at, I think, 173, 174, something like that.
Yeah. Is that what you
Um,
started at?
I was at one, no, I was at 185.
So you did lose some initial
No, I
weight.
was at 182, maybe.
I was 182.
Screw it. I don't even know. Let me look to be accurate.
Well, while you look, I
Because
started at
I
182.
lost some initial, but not
Yeah.
since.
I was losing a little bit. I'm one of those bad people. I weigh myself a lot more often than you're supposed to. And I was losing a little bit every day. But then I got to notice how the cheats caught up to me, which was a little detrimental. So on Friday, what is today? Tuesday? So
Tuesday.
about 5-ish days ago, I went out with my Dungeons and Dragons group. I had 3 alcoholic drinks, and then I had half of a wrap in like a spinach flour tortilla, and then there was like a handful of fries that came with it. It wasn't like when you go out and there's like a huge heaping of fries. It was just like a few fries. And the drinks that I had were mostly like the alcohol itself, some bitters. There were some that had agave, which of course will have some carbs in it. But I felt like overall I made like okay choices. Um,
Yeah.
but it was obviously a cheat day. I obviously went over my carbs that day. So I tested myself later that night because according to the interwebs, 4 hours later you should know if it's kicked you out or not. No idea if that's really true.
Oh.
But I was like a light pink instead of the like deep purple or whatever. So I still had
Yeah.
some ketones showing up, but I wasn't like fully in ketosis. Um, and then on that Sunday, like 2 days later, we had
Mm-hmm.
the special event at work that there was a brunch for. And I did pick a thing that had a tortilla around it, but I took the tortilla off and just ate the eggs and the steak that was inside. I had
Huh.
my mimosa sans juice, so it was just Prosecco, which is probably about like 4 carbs, depending on how dry it is. But then I went back and saw there was a gluten-free um, caprese toast thing. So far in my looking at things that are gluten free are usually also keto friendly. So
Hmm.
I just made the assumption that that was keto friendly and ate it. But also that meant I was eating more food than I've been eating. Like I haven't been starving since we started this whole thing. And so if I don't feel hungry, I've just been not eating since I can't eat my sugary snacks that I would eat anyway. And I think that's why I was seeing a very consistent weight loss. I got down like 8 pounds initially. And then after that weekend, I did go up 3 more pounds, got really mad about it. But now I'm back to where I was. So I
Okay.
think for me, it's partially like, yes, be keto, but also come in under your macros.
Mm-hmm.
And the weight loss seems to be pretty consistent.
Okay. Yeah, 8.2 pounds is what I've lost so far.
Okay. Okay. So I got to cheat. You should have just cheated anyway. I
Maybe.
and I don't know how much of the snacky stuff you eat. This was my first week with snacky stuff. I ran into a I made that sound like I walked into the break room the other day. I didn't run into anything. And there was a Quest protein bar in there. And those are keto friendly. So I had one and I was like, "Oh, these aren't bad." And then I bought a Quest bar. I bought some, hold on. They're right here. I bought some of these guys, which unfortunately, if you eat 10 of them, it is, no, if you eat 25 of them, it is 10 carbs, 10 grams of carbs. And let me tell you, It's real easy to eat 25 of them.
Oh, yeah. I got these Quest nacho
Okay,
protein chips. You can eat this whole little bag, and it's 4 grams of net carbs.
nice.
And I've also tried this is nacho cheese. I've tried the ranch ones as
I have
well.
nacho cheese.
They're pretty good, and it helps a lot. My kid eats a lot of chips, especially like she'll have a bedtime snack and she'll have a little bag
Yep,
of
that's
chips.
Jack.
So when she's sitting next to me eating her chips and I'm like dying, I'll go
Yep,
grab one of those.
yeah. And that's the thing. If I'm at work, okay. So if I pre-make a breakfast and we can just portion it out and grab it in the morning, I can
Mhm.
very easily go to work, not eat until 11 or 11:30, have my breakfast,
Mhm.
and then cook whatever keto-friendly dinner I'm making for the family that night. And it's usually just the lunch and dinner, and I don't even find myself snacking. But if I'm around the house, or if Brandon is up and snacking, or if Jack's sitting beside me with a bag of potato chips that smell real good, then I find myself snacking.
I do snack, but I fast until like 1 o'clock, and
Oh,
then
I
I'll
don't
eat
know if
my
I could go till
breakfast.
1.
Usually, because I'm busy working, I don't even notice. But one
Mm,
o'clock is like, even when I'm eating my normal diet, 1 o'clock is kind of when I hit the wall at work and I'm like,
yeah,
I have no F's left to give. I don't want to do anything or talk to anybody. So I try to schedule most of my stuff for the morning because it's when I'm most productive
yeah.
energy wise.
Well, and
So I
you work from
fast till
home.
then. Yeah. And then
I
I'll make breakfast.
Yeah. Around 11:30 or noon, I start smelling everybody else's lunches, and I'm like, ugh, okay, I gotta eat
I'm
something.
hungry.
But I usually stop eating around 6 or 7, depending on when we have dinner. So, like, other than my drink tonight, I haven't really had anything after the tuna patties that I had for dinner. Which life hack, if you're making yourself something like that, um, where it's just the thing and you don't have a side dish with it, just keep some canned vegetables in the house, and then the kids can also eat whatever you're eating. Plus, you make the vegetables for them, and then you can feel like you're not a bad parent. But I think
I
one of
will
the,
tell you what can fuel the fast is anger. Because I was so angry
yeah,
today at a work situation and then the dog situation. I had my breakfast at 1, and then
yeah,
I didn't eat a darn thing until not even now. I haven't ate another thing yet because I've been so frustrated dealing with all these situations and then
yeah,
going to pick up Ari. I didn't eat a darn thing yet.
that's funny.
This might be my first carb of the day, actually.
We are now keto gurus. We only eat one meal a day.
That is a strategy. 1 meal a day, OMAD.
Yes, that's actually in the app we're developing. I call it an app. It's not really an app because it's all web. I mean, it is. It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
web-based
website.
app. Yeah, but he has an OMA mode. Okay, so that's one thing we're having an issue with. I will start the fasting timer and it just at some point automatically stops. And I don't know if it's because the day crosses over or whatever. And he has put it into where you can adjust it, but it's like I have to restart it the next day, end it, change the times. So we're gonna have to figure out why that's doing that. But
Yeah.
do you have anything you feel like is a complete lifesaver for you while you're doing this? Because I have a product that I feel that way about.
I feel that way about the Keto Wise fat bombs. They solve 2 problems for me. If I'm feeling weak or tired,
Hmm.
it's usually because I haven't had enough fat in the day, and it's
Yeah.
a jolt of fat. It's only 2 net carbs per serving, but they
Nice.
come in the tastiest little ways. And my favorite is this chocolate covered caramel square. I feel like I'm literally eating a Milky Way. Like, it's delicious. And you get 2 little squares that are like this big,
That's
and
awesome.
it's yummy and it makes me feel better, and it's like a easy thing I don't have to make. It's all prepackaged or whatever. So the fat
Yeah.
bombs are my lifesavers. And maybe Powerade Zero because electrolytes.
I feel like sparkling ice is mine because I get to have a carbonated drink that isn't a soda. And like that's what I've mixed with my tequila tonight, and it tastes amazing. I
Yeah.
tried to get, they have a caffeinated root beer that I tried to get, and my store was out of it, so they gave me like the poppy root beer instead, which great, prebiotics and whatever, but it is 10 grams of carbs. So, or nine
Mm,
grams of carbs. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be like, it's gonna have to be at the end of a day where I have not gotten close to my carb limit if I want one.
yeah. I finally got my kid into ginger ale and cherry 7 Up, and now I can't have it. It's so annoying.
Silas wanted a vanilla Coke tonight, and I'm like, my only concern, sir, is caffeine. Why don't you pick a Fanta or a root beer? Like he never asks for soda. So I'm like, all right, if he's gonna ask for a soda one time, I'm gonna let him have it.
I can hear Dinah yelping downstairs. You had your
No.
chance, girl. I stood outside in the cold for 20 freaking minutes.
She can get another chance when we're done, right? um
Maybe.
I got some keto bread. That
I do
was
love keto bread.
a very interesting thing to try and interpret. And let me see if I've still got my notes. I think I do. So on clean keto, you basically can't. You just can't with the bread. Or if you do, it's 10 grams of your carbs for the day.
And
Did
this
I
is why
not?
I'll never do clean keto. It's hard
Yeah.
enough as it is.
With
You
dirty
take away your little
keto,
helpers, like these pre made products. I don't know how you do it. I don't know.
right. And with dirty keto, basically, from what I understand, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, you, even though there's 10 grams of carbs, since the 10 grams are also dietary fiber and the sugars themselves are zero, it's like one net carb.
Yes.
So the explanation I got says clean keto focuses on whole, unprocessed foods. Many clean practitioners are skeptical of keto breads because they often contain vital wheat gluten, modified starches, or resistant dextrin to achieve the high fiber count. Some people find the highly processed fibers still cause a slight glucose rise or cause bloating, which can stall weight loss or kick them out of ketosis. Dirty Lazy Keto is focused primarily on the macronutrient numbers rather than the quality of the ingredients. If the math says 1 gram net carb, it fits the budget. For many, these products are the only way to make the diet sustainable long term because they allow for familiar textures like toast or sandwiches. But it was worth noting
I'll,
that like when you take the keto bread and you compare it to, I think we get bunny bread mostly. Keto bread and bunny bread have the same amount of carbs if you're just looking at carbs. But of course, the keto bread is like, oh, it's all dietary fiber.
Yeah, it's made with stuff to make it more high protein, high fiber, all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah. And I'm not trying necessarily to stay clean keto, but I do feel like, other than when we sit down for a drink or um, if I end up having like one of those protein chips or a slice of, I've only had one slice of the keto bread so far. Other than that, I am mostly just cooking things. I'm cooking eggs, I'm cooking meats, I'm picking ingredients that fit within the whole keto thing, like cream and butter and whatever else. So I've been, I think, inadvertently doing clean keto for the most part. And then I have my
yeah,
occasional dirty cheat.
that'll probably be the main difference between us is that I before was not much of a cook. I mean, I just don't usually have the energy to or want to.
It's hard. Like there are days
So,
where I come home and I'm like, I've been trying to keep salad ingredients in the house so that I can just
yeah.
toss a salad together. And I feel like every week they don't give me that head of lettuce and I go in for the salad and I'm like, oh God, I can't make a salad. Yeah, it's hard to be able to cook stuff. So having those things available is definitely handy.
Yeah, for sure. It's the only way I can do it. So,
Yeah.
power to all the people who can do it clean because I don't know how you do it unless you have a chef or you don't
Right.
work full time or have
You
children.
know, what was really nice about tonight, Lucas made dinner because he
Hmm.
so he has FACS class. It's food and something. Culinary sciences, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, so once a quarter, I think, they have to do something at home. They have to document it. And then I have to put in like a paragraph at the end about how everything went. And he had told me ahead of time, and I had initially thought, oh, maybe he can make Brandon's dessert for his birthday. But we're celebrating Brandon's birthday on the 2nd, and his assignment is due on the 1st. So he reminded me of that tonight, and I went, oh, you can make tonight's dinner. So he made the tuna patties, and then I had him warm up some corn on the side, and he actually probably did a better job. Like all my patties always fall apart, and at least 75% of his did not fall apart. And I'm like, okay, we know who the patty king is in this house. So he
You
made
just
it.
got yourself a job, sir. You didn't even
Right.
know it.
Exactly. And I also have like the privilege of he's able to cook things, Eliana's able to cook things. I can still keep stuff like pizza and mac and cheese and whatever in the house, and they can feed their siblings if I'm not in the mood. It was really hard though last weekend when I ordered them Domino's with the stuffed crust Parmesan pizza to not eat some.
I got that app alert that pizzas were 50% off, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh.
That's why I did it. And when they brought the ice cream cake out for Lucas's birthday, and I probably could have just had some, but I'm like, no, I've already cheated. I don't, I want to see, I want to see how
Sometimes it's like,
quickly.
is the cheat worth it?
Exactly, exactly. And it did take me a good couple of days to get back into ketosis, and I didn't enjoy seeing my weight go back up that quickly. It's like, okay, maybe once I've gone a couple more weeks into this, I might do this longer than the 30 days.
It's nice
Because
that it dropped that quickly, though. Like, that's
exactly, and if it
encouraging.
continues to drop that quickly, I'm gonna stick with this for longer than I want to until I hit my goal weight. But if I see a plateau or a stall, I might be like, okay, that's it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to try my best to at least do it till the summer.
Yeah.
So,
It's
like,
just
all of
hard to
April,
deny
all of
yourself
May.
like I walk into the break room and I'm like, "Oh, a banana. I would love to have a banana." Well, I can't.
And
And then
that
you sent
feels
me,
utterly ridiculous because bananas
yeah,
are healthy.
exactly.
So when you
You
can't
sent me
have the
that
things
banana
that you
meme.
consider healthy, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, bananas are like my favorite. Every time I see a banana, I'm like, "Dang it." All right. Well, I have to go pick up a kid from musical practice.
Yes.
So, if you guys have any keto stories, tips and tricks, favorite snacks, feel free to drop those below. We're going to try and do an in-person snack taste test at some point. So we'll see if we can get that to work out. But until then, we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.